Okay. I need to center myself. First, I want to say hi. Welcome. Thank you for coming. My name is Miranda. This is my messy dorm. I'm currently in college. I want to get straight to the point. I decided to film these videos because I plan on living a very limitless life. A very 1% type of life. Like, I want to be the 1%. I don't know how to explain it, but I hope you'll see as we go along. But basically, on my journey to becoming that person that I wanted to be, I wanted to document it. So this is my documentation. And yeah, this is week 1 of me deciding to document. It is currently my first month of college. And you might be asking, oh, how do I feel? Well, I guess I should give a bit of a backstory. I am an animation major. I am an animation major. However, I went to a science and tech high school. So this is my first time doing any type of art classes or whatever. Any type of art thing, seeing what art kids are like in the flesh. And let me not say that. And just being in college in general. I'm a freshman and stuff. I'm double minoring in Japanese and entrepreneurship. And yeah, that's that. As we go along, there will be more revealed. But for now, this is my introduction. Yay! I hope that by the time I'm sort of done vlogging, or by the end of these 4 years or 1 year or 2 years or whatever, you'll be able to see 2 things: my progress, my mindset. Actually, maybe 3 things: my progress, my mindset, and my Jesus that helped me along the way. Amen. And I hope to inspire, or at least help with relatability, anyone who's watching, to live their own, to basically dream limitlessly. And yeah, so it's not meant to look pretty in the beginning, because you're supposed to see my beginnings and be like, oh my gosh, what is this girl doing? And then by the end of it, I'm not supposed to have it all together, but by the end of it, it's supposed to be sort of more together. I'm basically filming my build-up to inspire all of you people who may not have it, together, just like I probably don't have it together, to it doesn't matter, and you can still want to achieve heights. So yeah, here's the first week of me trying to do that. Okay, so today's Tuesday, maybe Monday, and my friend who actually likes drawing and animation was like, you have to draw. And I was like, oh, this is so encouraging, because I don't draw often. She was encouraging me. Then I ended up drawing and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm an animation major who does not draw often. My sketchbook is filled with words. I am more of a writer than I am anything else. Okay, update. Today is Wednesday. Oof. My mom recommended me this Studio Binder channel. And oh my gosh, it is a lifesaver. It has this playlist called The Stages of Filmmaking, and it goes over the finance, the pre-production, the film production. So I'm like, dang, because I was like, this major of mine is not giving me all that I want to know. So this YouTube channel is supplementing what I do not know. And it's very helpful, especially the finances part. If you want to be an indie filmmaker or anything like that, anything filmmaking, Studio Binder is the right thing for you. But yeah, I'm watching this while sketching in my sketchbook for anatomy or whatever with this anatomy book, because one of my classes was canceled. I mean, it wasn't canceled, but they still have homework in the class, but we don't have to meet up in person. So all I have is Japanese. There's a major exam Thursday. Today is Tuesday. So I'm gonna study for that. I'm gonna do the homework, study for that, but I'm gonna do that after I finish this video and perhaps a couple pages from this freaking anatomy book. But yeah, that's just my Tuesday, I guess. Oh my gosh, it took me 20 minutes to do this lighting. Today in class we were doing a lighting photography class. So that was pretty interesting and got me inspired. Because later on, there's a Renaissance photo shoot that I'm doing for another project, for 2 projects in one, for 2 different classes. Same sort of thing, we're gonna dress up or whatever, but that'll be in a later video or whatever. So yeah, I just wanted to give an update about today. Today is Thursday, October 2nd, second day of Spooky Week. And basically today I was coming out of class and I see this gallery. It's like a room designed to be like an exhibit in an art museum, like that type of thing, but for my university. So today it was like abstract, but like very abstract. We've been learning about abstract in a couple of classes. So I was looking at this stuff, right? And it was like someone's afro scratching against like a foam thing, like a video of that. It was wet marble and someone hugging it. And it was all sorts of things. So then I was just, I don't want to say I was confused, but I was confused. Art confuses me as someone who went to a science and tech high school. And this is like my first art class, first art anything like this year. I just keep getting confused. I'm like, emotions, feelings, is that what we're basing it? Like I asked the exhibit person, like not the person who made the works, but the person who worked there, like, you know, to watch over things, make sure nobody steals nothing. I asked her, so how do you grade abstract art? And she was like, oh, what do you mean? And in my head, that oh, what do you mean told me that, am I the only person who like asked these, like, I don't know, I thought everyone was thinking the same thing when they walked into like these types of exhibits and stuff like. But like basically the person was a art master, like she was getting her master's degree. Art master. She was getting her master's degree and she was very friendly, so that's what gave me, you know, the confidence to ask such a question. And she like, so I clarified my question. I was like, oh, if this was a thesis, like what would you grade it based off of, since she's currently doing her graduate thesis. And then she said that you would basically grade it whether or not like you could have the research to back it up, like does the art make someone feel something, and even if it doesn't make anyone feel anything, like, you know, like just make sure you have the reasoning and research to back up why you did what you did. And I was like, oh. And then she said, as an art major, she encourages me to do something weird, you know, like something like that doesn't, like maybe lean more towards things that doesn't make sense, since I'm the type of person who's like, art is just about deadlines and proportions. Make sure you get your deadline in on time, make sure your proportions are correct. But whenever I hear about people doing art for things other than school or for things for fun or whatever, I'm like, because even with art, I'm more of a writing, like my sketchbooks just have words in it out of like writing stories. Like I don't like art is a means to an end, but I guess for other people it isn't. And maybe if I tap into that whole, oh, do it just for funsies instead of just thinking about the logical side of specific decisions, maybe it would end up being like cooler stuff. I need to go on a rant. I need to go on a rant. Today is Friday. No, Thursday. Today's Thursday, October something. I don't even really know what but actually I need to go on a rant because this new song, no, it's not even a new song, it's a very old song. Okay, wait. To start off this conversation, I am a Vocaloid fan. Yes, I am. And I feel like everyone's like, oh, I had a Vocaloid phase, but it's not a phase, it's a lifestyle. I just want to put that out there. It's a lifestyle. If you say it's a phase, you're not a real fan. But basically, okay, so there's this person, his name is Kenshi Yonezu. You may know him because he's the guy who did the Chainsaw Man opening, but he used to be a Vocaloid producer. I don't know if he still is or whatever, and his name was Hachi back then, and he made very popular songs such as Matryoshka, and one of the popular songs that he made was also called Donut Hole. So recently this company, I think it was Godiva Chocolate or something like that, I don't know, they like wanted to promote their brand, and sometimes they use these Vocaloid producers, God knows why, but they use Vocaloid producers, some companies in Japan, and they like have an animation video, or they have the person make a song. This time they used an old song from years and years and years ago, like 8-ish, 9, maybe 10 years ago, and they made a new animation video for it, and it hits different. I feel like every year or every 6 months there's always like an animation song story type thing that I love or whatever, but this one, it hits different because it's like the art style is like so similar to what I want, but I didn't even know I wanted it. Like, not really the art style, but more like the coloring style, the animation style. Like, it's like really expressive. It's like really beautiful. It is like, there's so many colors, and it's sort of like, it's like with the trope where it's like, oh, there's the rich city and the poor city, like the type that you would see in like, what's that one show, Arcane or whatever, or like a lot of webtoons. A lot of webtoons have that trope. Anyway, so I don't know, I just need to go on a rant. Like, the expression, like, if I were to make a show, I wouldn't make it look exactly like that, but I feel like that's probably the closest thing that like I would want to emulate, you know. But I've never found something that was like, because before people would ask me, oh, like, what type of style would you want to animate in, and I'd be like, something like colorful, like cyberpunk edge runners, but not the color palette that they use, like, because they use neons and stuff, but like I feel like most anime, they don't use color, like they don't be coloring it too much. Yeah, a lot of them they just don't use color, and I get it, you know, I get it. It's like, it takes money and budget to not just make it move well, to like, but to also have that certain quality or whatever. But like, I would want to really use color, and I feel like the animation video both used expressions and unique colors. And the what is it called, the version that I'm listening to is, you know, Till from Alien Stage is the voice actor for Till from Alien Stage. He did a cover of it, and that's probably the main reason why I really found out about it, because ever since, I don't know, I stalk the Alien Stage people's pages. But yeah, so, oh my god, but like, if I were to ever make a show, it's gonna look like that. It's gonna look like that donut hole animation. That's the name of the song, Donut Hole. It's gonna look exactly, like, not exactly, I feel like it would still have that blue shade, like I think it's called compositing, but if you notice, like, anime, it usually has like a blue shade like over everything, like even when they're done animating, they add that blue shade, I think, to make it look more like a TV show, similar to how like actual TV shows add like brownish filters, or movies have brownish filters to make it look more like a movie. I don't know if I'm explaining it properly. Okay, it's time to do my update. Okay, so basically, it's been a while. I mean, it's really only been like, what, a week since I did my last update, but basically I went to New York. It was interesting. It was interesting. I saw a rat. We went to Central Park. No, I'm kidding. I mean, I saw the rat at Central Park, but it was really interesting. I'm glad I was able to do it and actually explore and walk around on the streets and stuff like that. So the program I'm in, we had a day trip. We took the bus there and then the bus back. And basically we started off at a museum, and then they were like, okay, make sure at 7 p.m. you're at this specific place that's 5 miles away. So we each had to like find a way to get there, whether it's by metro or by walking. And yeah, it was very nice, very fun. I will admit to say that I am not a good navigator. My phone, like, I knew that I wasn't a good navigator, so I was a little nervous to like be the one with my Google Maps out, you know, that we were following. But the people I was with, I don't think they knew me enough to know that I'm not a good navigator. So the entire time, my phone was in car mode, and we were following the car GPS by foot, but I didn't know because it's meant to be in the walking setting. But we ended up making it there to our destination. So yeah, the New York trip was very interesting. After that, The Amazing Digital Circus is now on Netflix, which says a lot about how high indie animation was going. I was really excited about that when I found out. I was like, oh my god, what is he doing? And only after 2 episodes, or I guess technically 3 episodes, they just put on there. They were like, we see your potential, and then just put it there. And I'm like, yeah, I claim that energy. So yeah, very exciting about that. But yeah, that concludes the first week and a half / 2 weeks of this little experimental documentary vlog thing. I'll see you, I guess, next week maybe. Yeah. Next week, definitely.